New information has popped up. In this video, we have a lot to get into. First of all, there's a video going viral of Celeste arguing with her neighbors, which I will show you guys in just a minute. Also, the autopsy came up and they have spoken on about if Celeste was pregnant or not. And also, Mr. D4VD has lawyered up. Yes, he has lawyered up and he's no longer talking to them boys on his own. When I say them boys, I'm talking about the cops. Yes, he has lawyered up, and the LAPD has released a statement that we will go over. Man, make sure you hit that bell button so you do stay notified whenever I drop one of these videos or I go live. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing we're gonna get into is this video that's going viral that was originally posted by TMZ. If you guys don't know, man, TMZ is out here covering anything that has to do with this David case. They're paying top dollar from what I heard. If you have any ring camera footage with Celeste on it, if you have any type of footage of Celeste, they're down to pay whatever it is that you want. Anyways, they released this video that seems to be from a ring camera or a Nest camera that captures Celeste arguing with neighbors after supposedly the neighbors pulled a prank off on Celeste. Now, the interesting thing is that this video was captured on September 8th of 2024, which is crazy because this was just about 4 or 5 months after she was reported missing in, what is it, April 5th of 2024? So she went missing, but her parents knew she was around, but never told the cops that she came back around. This story just whatever. This story just gets crazy, and I know it's a lot. But anyways, this video was recorded by a Nest camera from her neighbors. So this means that she was around the house at around September of 2024. And listen, man, I'm going to be honest with you. I seen this video and I'm going to tell you the truth, man. Celeste definitely had a mouth on her for her age.
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
I ain't gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping.
I ain't tripping.
Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let a woman talk? No, alright, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
Why is she over here? Again.
Your little house, you don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
You talk to
Yeah, ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black, girl, with your black talking. Yeah. Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why you keep calling us? You keep saying this. We're not black. Hey, let it go. Go back to your house. Go back to your house. You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing, homie. What you are? What you are but a little girl? What you but a little girl? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. I'm Salvador and you tripping.
Oh my god.
Not because you tripping. Move this out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your over there, little girl. Go over there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go. Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
Listen, man, you heard Celeste and you heard her tone of voice. She was talking to some grown gangbangers. You know, they claimed to be some Southsiders and she didn't seem to bow down at all. She was standing on business and you could clearly hear her. They're telling her like, yo, listen, just go home. You could see the nearby neighbors. They even got scared and started going inside when these people started, you know, these guys started banging on her, you know, talking about they from Southsiders, whatever it is. Now, another thing that I do want to get into, despite this video, is that her autopsy has came up, and she, in fact, guys, she was not pregnant. All right, I know. A lot of you have been saying like, yo, the reason why he clapped her was because she came out preggo and he knew he was done going to jail for. Nah, that's not even the case because she wasn't pregnant, and in fact, the biggest problem in this situation is that the LAPD detectives, they can't find the reason or the cause of death. And I'll be honest with you guys, if there's no cause of death here, there really isn't a case. I'm looking at this like, yo, D4VD might be walking on this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know what you guys are saying. There are a whole bunch of other charges that potentially he can get hit with, right? We talked about a whole bunch of pedo charges and all this stuff. But remember, guys, this all has to be proven. Now, we have seen pictures of Celeste and D4VD together. But yo, it still has to be proven that they actually had a relationship. Now, the mother does say that they did. But yeah, there has to be a little bit more proof of that. At the end of the day, if you guys don't know also, D4VD has lawyered up. And as you guys know, this guy has money. So the legal team that he's going to put together is not going to be no guys that are going to come in there to play around. They're coming in there to play ball. And I'm talking about major leagues. Major leagues. So if Celeste case is not put together correctly, and there's any little inconsistencies in this case, their lawyers are going to be on it. He's not going to get a lawyer. He's going to get a whole firm. He's going to get a whole team. And these detectives definitely don't want another OJ case in 2025 where they put the state to put millions of dollars of taxpayers' money into a case that may flop. So for you guys that are saying, why hasn't D4VD been arrested yet? Well, that's one of the reasons why he hasn't been arrested yet, is because as we're coming to find out now, the LAPD still hasn't found out what the cause of death is. And to be honest with you, the PDF charges are like, it's not really what they're after. You know, PDF charges will come with the murder charge. That's something that they can add to the murder charge. But what they really want to get him for is murder. Now, I know you guys are going to say, well, OG Bisco, you said he was still going to jail. You said, yeah. I mean, if they can prove, like I said before, if they were together and actually had a relationship, they can prove that. The mother has came out and said it, that they did. So if they can prove that, definitely, yes. But, I mean, I'll be honest with you, they don't really be pressing that PDF stuff in Cali. And another thing I'm gonna tell you is his lawyer team, they might be able to get that man to walk on that if they don't have strong evidence. Guys, everything is evidence here. Now let's read this whole statement that was put out by the Los Angeles Police Department, where they say here, Hollywood, the Los Angeles Police Department Robbery Homicide Division, RHD, has been diligently investigating the death of Celeste Rivas Hernandez over the past several weeks. At this time, we can confirm that Celeste Rivas Hernandez is deceased and her body was found in the front trunk area of a Tesla belonging to David Burke. The vehicle has been parked at the location from which it was towed for several weeks, so Ms. Rivas Hernandez may have been deceased for several weeks before the discovery of her body. The Los Angeles Medical Examiner has not yet determined the cause or manner of Mrs. Rivas Hernandez's death. As such, it remains unclear whether there is any criminal culpability beyond the concealment of her body. RHD is thoroughly examining every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas Hernandez and her family. We appreciate the public's patience and understanding as we continue this investigation. Further updates will be provided as appropriate, but at this time, we are unable to answer additional questions. Damn. I'll be honest with you guys, man. Insane to think that you got one of the biggest police departments in the United States claiming that they can't figure out the cause of death, and it's been weeks. To be honest with you, there's a lot of questions to be asked here because this body was found inside a Tesla that, if you guys know, Teslas are tracked 24 hours a day. They have cameras all over. They go on sentry mode, which track any movement around the car, and it sends notifications back to the owner. Teslas are so wired down to the point if you even walk around the car, it would notify the owner. Now, I know that you guys are going to say, well, this is a feature that you can turn on and off from the car. Okay, this is a feature that you can turn on and off from the car, but Tesla has the ability to see where that car has been in the last couple of days. So they can track every single movement that car has been at. And again, I told you guys in a previous video, this is the Hollywood Hills. We're not talking about there's 152 million. No, this is 15, 20, $30 million houses that all are wired with the best of the best cameras, surveillance system that you can even think about. Everyone has cameras. So you're going to tell me that David or whoever, I'm not saying David because here we don't know, but whoever took this car and moved it around in these couple of weeks, this car was moved several times in the neighborhood. We heard the neighbors say that this car was moved several times in the neighborhood. You're going to tell me that there is no camera footage nowhere of anybody moving that car from point A to point B? Nah, man, I don't believe that. You're going to tell me that we can't go back and do tower tracking, cell phone tower tracking to Celeste's phone to see where it's been? There's no way, right? There's no way. There's just no way that you're going to sit here and tell me that there is nothing. In 2025, when we have all this technology, when we have all these things that can pin the person to a scene. Where was Celeste's phone last at? Where was the last place where her phone pinged to a tower? I want to know. Because cell phones ping to a tower, ping your location to a tower every couple of seconds. So her phone was shut off. When was the last time her phone was shut? A lot of questions are to be asked here. A lot of questions are to be asked here. So I hope we get some answers soon, because the fans, and not only the fans, just family members, people are upset. They're like, listen, man, it's been weeks. We got no answers. This is looking like a flop. Is this man or whoever did this about to walk? It is questionable. You know what I mean? It is questionable. I have been keeping up with this case. I will keeping up with this case and letting you guys any new information that does pop up. But yeah, man, the fact that, you know, LAPD detectives are telling us that they don't know the cause of death and they haven't made any kind of arrests or gave us any information yet is either two things, man. Either they're working on something that they have and they don't want to let it out until they do what they have to do, finish their job. Or, you know, it's just that they really don't have nothing. Now, you know, we'll see what happens. You guys get in the comments down below. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. A lot of you are fans, you know. I know you're eager to know what is going on. This guy's tour was canceled. And the reason why it was canceled was because detectives were investigating him. So, I mean, I'll be honest with you. If LAPD really can't come up with anything that pins D4VD to this murder or anything else, they're going to get hit with a lawsuit. That's why I am more than certain that LAPD will get to the bottom of this and they will bring some charges up against D4VD regardless. I think that they're just trying to put everything together and just come hand them everything on the same plate, as I could say. You guys get in the comments down below. Hit that bell button so you do stay notified whenever I drop one of these videos or I go live, man. I appreciate you guys. If you stuck here to the end, please hit that like button, man. It helps the video fall into the algorithm. And man, listen, we just try to make it. I'll check you guys on the next one.